Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay. Just trying to be nice and calm with it. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Being nice and calm with the iPad today, seeing if that makes a difference. Shared desk is a bit disastrous at the moment. There we go. See how that goes. Yeah, messy mat. I've given it a bit of a clean. Not that that's made much of a difference. I've still got fussy cutting to go. Yeah. Put that over there. And I've kept some bigger pieces just in case I wanted to cut something out around the fussy cutting. Let's get rid of these bits. A little bin down here. Okay. Looking for something to sit. Yep. The desk is a disaster. Let's just run with that. Better. All the stringy stuff. Got a flare button. Now this one's the single one that goes with Tropicana. The aqua glitter that's with Mermaid Wishes is a bit bluer, I think. It's the best way to describe it. Okay, let's see if we can get these into here. Seal that up so they don't end up everywhere. Okay, what have we got? Now I really know I need to use this fence because I cut it out. Hello, Beck and Janice. Hello, Diane and Cheryl. I can stay for class today. My test came back. Oh, no. No coffee. Oh, Lorraine. What a holiday souvenir. Hope yous are okay. Hope your hubby's okay. Hello, Tash. Fussy cut the... No, we didn't fussy cut the 6x6s. No. 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 But I like that. I like that green. Oh, there's another sequin. But I do think I need the fence. I fussy cut the fence. There's two fences, front gates, and they are... Oh, I cut the bigger one out. Wow. I'm running a little late today. I've been going through... Naomi John did a great job last night keeping tabs on our paper extravaganza. Tongue-tied. Extravaganza. I'm glad you can't see me today because I haven't done my hair. I brushed it. It's wet and it's brushed, but it really needs something done with it. And I have a bad habit on Tuesdays of ducking to work after class and not getting the blow dryer out. So I can't do that today. I wonder if we could. I like that. Nope. Maybe not. Maybe not. I do like that. That makes it like big, doesn't it? So a lot of times, oh geez, that makes it big. A lot of times what I do is I start with, hi Robin, start with like the fussy cut elements, like what I would like to use on a card page. Maybe I should have cut out the smaller gate. I like this. And I do like the glitter. There was a pink in here too, wasn't there? What else have we got in here? That looks better. Doesn't it? It sort of recedes on this one. Well, how would it look if we did? Oh, that's not bad. How does that look? Or is that still better? Let's take this one away. Sorry. If I take that noise away, it'll take most of the joy out of my life. No, it won't. But we do need it to remind us at work to go and pick an order. That, I actually think mustard's the winner. Look at that. Might love pink, but you've got to go with mustard. I think. Oh, I had a bird. Tell me that. It looks much better with the yellow, doesn't it? Looking at through the screen, that's the way to go, is to look at it through the screen. Yeah, mustard's much better. No, too busy. But what about we do? Let's try this. So yes, Naomi John's done a good job with last night, and I've just gone through and double checked it all because we found that sometimes the comments get suppressed. Do we think a white fine bit or glitter? I think glitter's the winner. I think the white looks good, but it makes too many places to look, whereas the glitter means it's just, the glitter's like a really nice backup dancer that makes it, you know, makes this pop. Yeah, definitely the glitter. Hello, Beryl, how are you? So I do wish for some of you that, I don't like it when people miss out. It really freaks me out that we had more of the paper. But, you know, is what it is, and we did our best. I've just got the comments that Deborah made later on to go through. I'm just going to roughly cut out a bit bigger this joy of life off the pattern, off the fussy cut paper. You should always keep that. And let's get a little bit of gauze been using a lot of this lately, but that's okay. Got like a little square panel. It's probably a 4x4 inch piece. I'm just going to trash that. Pull those bits off, and then we'll scooch it up in the middle. So like that. So if we scooch it in the middle, we still have the exterior distance, but we just don't have the interior distance. We want the exterior to be the thing. Maybe make it a bit smaller. So it's just, whoops, a bit much off. Oh, let's pull that bit off. Oh, let's just have a bit of a hacky here. There. It's about that big. So it sort of just sits in the palm of your hand now. Oh, sorry. Then we've got this piece of, I don't know what we're calling it. Maybe we're calling it pull apart thread. It's like a twine, but it's a really loose twine. So it's like a beigey colour. So let's put a little bit of that there, and let's get a second bit out. So you just find the piece you want, and you sort of hold your finger sort of loosely on there. When you pull it, it's like a ½ meter piece. I think not quite ½ meter. How long is it? Yeah, it's probably nearly ½ meter. So that's a good length to get that it doesn't get all knotted up. I think it needs more pink. Maybe we'll put the glitter around that. Okay, let's put the scissors away. And let's actually make something. Really, I'm glad you can't see my hair today. I don't think I'm a particularly vain person, but my hair's really bad. I'm going to put one piece of the smooth white aside for a page tomorrow night. Oh, don't forget tonight at 7 p.m. is Naomi John's mixed media class. Yep. Because Thursday night we'll be pretty tired Thursday night. Okay. So from a piece of the smooth white, this is Alpine white, we're going to cut a 6-inch by 8-inch piece. So then we get the maximum scraps. So I've got maximum scraps out of that. So I've got a 6 by 8. So it's 6 inches by 8 inches. And then we're going to get this piece of the Mintay Joy of Life. Now, it's like a door and all that, but it's this teal timber. Now, over this side is where it's come out of the paper pad, right? Where I pulled it out of my paper pad. So I'm just going to snip that tiny bit off because we don't want to end up with that gungy bit on our card accidentally. Well, everyone's gone quiet. So then what we're going to do is we're going to come across and we're going to cut a 3 7/8 inch. So it's like an 1/8 of an inch short of 4 inches. So it's a 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. Maybe I'll type that in. Maybe I'll do some self-scribing stuff, okay? While you just watch that for a moment. So let's do. Okay, I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. So 6 inches by 8 inches. And then we're going to do okay, that's up there. So that's the smooth white cardstock, 6 inches by 8 inches. And then let's show this one. And then from the teal timber, we're going to cut a 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. So we've got maximum scraps left over. We'll put that aside. Make sure it sits on our card nicely. Beautiful. I lost comments maybe. I don't know. Has anyone else got comments? Last thing I've got is Cheryl saying glitter. But my video is working. Yay. It's a miracle. Right, we'll sit that over there. So then I'm just going to create my next thing. Okay, so the next thing is going to be our champagne glitter. I've got the measurement up. And it is going to be 3 5/8, so 1/4 of an inch smaller. So it's halfway between 3 1/2 and 3 3/4. Bit of math here. Scrapbook Fantasies Create a Family by 5 5/8. So it's the same sort of sub dimension in both directions, and so that's halfway between 5 1/2 and 5 3/4. This protector thing is just so good because I don't even think. I would just cut my fingers off. Let's make sure that looks okay. So this means we've got a tiny slither of white, and then we've got a bigger bit of the teal, and then we're going to go with a tiny slither of the gold, like the champagne gold colour. That's all. Okay, that's all the comments so far. Okay. So next we're going to get our, let's put our little cluster of yummy embellishment goodness over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, oh, really? Right. Mustard knitted jumper. We're going to do a 3 1/2 inch by a 5 1/2 inch piece. And the banner and show it. Please show. Yes. So first what we're going to do is where this came out of the paper pad, and I tore mine when I took it out of my paper pad. Naughty me. I'm just going to trim that slither off so I don't end up with that accidentally on my card. And then I'm going to cut it with the stripes going up and down. I'm going to cut a 3 1/2 inch by 5 1/2 inch piece. Then let's have a look-see. And then that gives us a slither of the champagne and a bigger piece of the teal. with a slither of white, and it's just all gone disheveled, and then it'll be like that. Like that. Let's put the locker chopper away. I still think it needs some pink. Just saying. Still think it needs some pink. So we don't want our card to fall over, so we're going to have to cut some pieces out so that it, you know, to alleviate some of the weight. So let's cut the middle out of our champagne glitter piece. So we're just going to hack the middle out. Don't use your fussy cutting scissors for this, because this indiscriminate hacking can just make it stretch. So there's a lot of weight in this. So it's a really good idea to remove that excess weight. And it also, this is also going to help us stick to that glitter card, because glitter card doesn't like sticking. Glitter card doesn't play well with others. Like this glitter card from Crazy Craft doesn't molt, but it still doesn't play well with others because it doesn't like being stuck to. We've got our fence. Oh, let's sit this nicely on our card. Let's do a proper audition. So this is an audition. We're going to audition all the pieces to see if they look good. I should get rid of that last cutting dimension off the screen, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Right. Then we had our fence. I think in the middle would be nice. Let's pinch this up in the middle a bit, so it's still a bit of a pinchy pinch. You don't want it to sort of take over. It's just a bit much there, isn't there? Just hack. I want it to be all evenly cut. So I'm just having a bit of a hack. Just a bit of a hack job there. Like our 2-year-old cuts their hair. And then we're just going to lay out our stringy stuff. Then we've got our bouquet, which we're going to have to make sure is inside the boundary. So I think this little tiny flower, we'll use him to raise him up a bit to get a little bit of extra dimension in there, just to oh, jeez, I made a whole bird's nest of gauze there. Don't throw that out. That's good for mixed media. But it needs pink. Sorry. Too big. Needs like pink. What's everyone else thinking? You could do a bit of cloud in the middle. I'm going to try something. We're very quiet today. You're all extremely quiet. You put me to shame. I feel like I'm just yabbling on. So, let's get this pink piece, and I've got the bit from the top of the paper pad over here, and let's cut a 3/4 of an inch piece. So 3/4 of an inch, and then let's cut it into like 3/4 of an inch squares. So I'm just going to come across every 3/4 of an inch and just crop. So I get little 3/4 of an inch squares. I'm thinking we're going to make some little pennanty things. So just come across every 3/4 of an inch and do a snip. There's no harm in counting, you know, going 1, 2, 3. Let's make 5. Squeaky trimmer. Oh, while we're here, I'm just going to trim up my barcode. Just going to trim a tiny bit more off it. So if you've got nothing to do this weekend and you're anywhere in Queensland or northern New South Wales and you're looking for something to do, there is a craft show on at Morayfield at the Sports Centre. Sort of, you turn off just like the turn off into the Bunnings after the Woolies. You can get there from the Woolies car park too. It's sort of between the Woolies and the Bunnings there. You go in and at Morayfield and you go in there and there's a sports centre. So there's going to be a craft show there this weekend. So are we going to make our little squares so that they're like, let's use a scrappy bit. Are we going to do like, let me have a look. Do I like this kind of bottom? Or do I want to do like this kind of thing? Let me just do one. So if I sort of find the halfway point down here, and then I cut from it to that corner, that corner down. Yeah, like that. So we're going to find and probably have the pattern going up and down. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. Watch me make a mistake. It's sort of find the halfway point. Oh, yeah, I made a pennant, I think. I think this one's what you call a pennant. And then, oh, maybe this is not a pennant. So we've got the halfway point at the bottom and we cut up to that top corner and then we cut down from this corner to that one. So it's up and down there. Probably shouldn't be waving my scissors around. But yes, Morayfield Craft Show. Nice to have craft shows back on again. If you're concerned, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people wearing masks. If you're concerned about your health and the health of others, Naomi and I will most likely be in masks. So we're travelling from another area, so a long way. So it's a responsible thing to do. Don't want to make our customers sick, do we? Not that we're sick, but we could be carrying something. Okay, so it's going up and down. So down the bottom I need to find the halfway point. We've got a pretty awesome display planned. I don't know if we'll have any physical pages and cards and that, but yeah. If you want an order taken, you really need to be getting onto us today, probably. So to attach that, let's get another bit of our stringy stuff. A little stringy stuff. Let's get our little flags or pennants or whatever and turn them over. They're all very quiet today. So is anyone coming to the craft show? I know Dee's coming on Sunday. I think Leela's coming. Wide Bay Ladies have got a bus trip for... If you want to book on the bus trip, there is a post in the group about it. You do have to tag Mary, Margie or Leslie in. Hello, Mary. Foggy head concentrating. Oh, look there. You just saw my messy hair. I'm so sorry. Coming Saturday, says Debbie. There you go. See you Friday, says Alice, and there we go. But yeah, if we if you book your tickets online, it will be much better. They're trying to encourage people to book their tickets online to avoid the lineup, and then it's quicker and easier for you to get in, and you're not standing in a line potentially sharing illness. So what we're going to do is I've lined up my little flaggy things, and then I'm going to put a tiny, and I'm going to hold the little flaggy thing, each one. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of my Dimensional Magic across. I'm only putting it across in the middle. I will show you. I'm going to pick one up and show you where I put the glue. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see where the glue is? No. No, down. No. No, it's not going to focus. It wants to focus on the card. Try that. Yeah, you can kind of see where the glue is. So it's not right to the edge. It's just like a just over 1/4 of an inch line in the middle there. About 1/8 of an inch down from the top. Let's put that across. And then I'm going to leave like a 2-inch length on the end. We're just going to stick our, and it moved. We're just going to put our little stringy stuff. Use something, not your scissors, not your good fussy cutting scissors. You can use your Gunji scissors, but not your good ones. To just get it all to stick together. Stick the little bit of stringy stuff into the glue. It's okay, they're going to get a bit whoopy. Let's cut this off over here. I think these have been used as a leather. They're even looser than they were before. Just feeling as if they've been used as a lever again. So, smart thing to do would have been to do that on something, so then I could move this. So this time, well, when we came home from Brisbane last time, we were in convoy. But this time it's just going to be Naomi, John and I in Quentin and my car. Quentin's going to be driving around with the Gets. We're going to put the baby seat in the Gets tomorrow, or the little kid seat into the Gets tomorrow. Poor Quentin, he's got so many excursions. Noah's got Sustainability Summit. Amelia's got a trip to the historical village in olden day clothes. I think I'm just going to find a flannel shirt for her. Rightio. So while that dries, our little penalty business, let's stick the card over here so we don't get stuff on it. Slide that across. First things first, let's stick our mustard knitted jumper to our glitter card. So we're going to stick it on. Oh, it's kind of just token adhesive. Because the adhesive that's really going to stick this is the adhesive that's going to go behind. Don't look at the picture on the back. Yes, it would have made a lovely card. Just don't look at it. Don't look, Elisa. Right. I'm going to need a wider tape. And we need the tape to straddle between the back of the glitter card and the back of our knitted jumper. So what we need it to do is to hold the two together. We're actually going to make sure I rub that adhesive, that tape, so it really sticks to the back of the knitted jumper. Then we're going to put a bit in the middle so it helps trap that glitter card. So let's stick that to our teal timber. Then I'm going to get my favourite tape. I don't know why I put that bit in the middle now. Best way to stick a card. It's not going to fall off. Let's fold our card while we're waiting for our little flaggy things to dry. Got a mark here, so I'm going to try and put the mark behind the card front. What's a mark I made? I've got a messy mat. My messy mat is very messy. Okay. Yep, so I've got a little mark there I'm going to try and cover. So my tape has gone over the edge, so I'm going to do this now, roll the tape back so I don't forget when I come to stick it on, because I get rather excited and just want to whack the card together and don't think. So let's start by putting out, and let's give our little pennants a bit more room up the top. Let's have like about a 3/4 of an inch gap from our, or do we put that on foam? Let's put that on foam. Let's use these things. I'm going to put my fence on foam. I'm going to do like a 3/4 of an inch gap from the bottom, maybe. Then let's get our gauze and pinch up the middle. We don't want it to be taking over too much. We want to see our little fence and things, but we want it to just peek out from behind our bouquet. So let's put some more foam behind our bouquet. Now we're foaming to gauze, so we need to add glue to our foam. And that goes through the gauze and helps to stick. Trying to work out where I'm going to put this. And I kind of need to make sure that it's inside the boundaries because I don't want it hanging off the card. Just going to hold it a new messy mat and give the other one to Naomi John for her messy craft. Yeah, well, this afternoon, how much for that big roll of fat tape? I'm going to have a look. Hello, Heather. How are you? I'll just have a quick look for you. This afternoon while she's swimming laps, Cheryl, I am going to attempt to set her up her own video area. I've already got it planned. 6, 36, 18, 36 mil. 3 mil. Must be out. I'll just get it up for you. I didn't think we were out. It is $39.70, but it is 50 meters and it's 48 mil wide. So it's 48 wide. It is $39.70. I don't use it a lot, but when I use it, yeah, it's a good piece of kit. So I think I forgot to put the stringy stuff. Is it still wet enough to pull up? You betcha. So let's tuck some in here. Lasso it around. Look at that. Overcome and conquer. Oh, that's a bit much. Let's cut that in half. Bit unceremonious how I just hacked that in half, wasn't it? It's still wet enough for me to move it around. So yeah, I don't think we've got any messy mats. I think we sold out at retreat. So let's put our little extra flower there. And it's just one of the small ones. Just trying to get that to stick. And then I need something behind my flare button. And I'm thinking we'll put the flare button here. And then my joy of life needs to kind of go there. But I might need to just trim it down a little. You know, just trim it just beside the birdhouse. Just trim the bird off and trim it to the birdhouse there. There and there, I think. We might cut that. I'm just going to trim the bird off the right-hand side. And then I'm going to trim it just up to the birdhouse on the left-hand side. Geez, that's a bit fiddly. How's that? That's better. So don't forget, if you need anything taken down for you, You've got to get onto us probably today. So let's stick this Joy of Life little title to some glitter card. And we have to use glue. Otherwise it's just not going to stick. I like the lid off. But yeah, Cheryl, I'm definitely gonna, I think I've got a spare messy mat. That was my messier messy mat, and I think it's now my cleaner messy mat. Okay, so let's stick that there. And let's just leave that to dry and come and check our little pennants. Oh, they're dryish. And then, what do we think? A little. Now what we might do is curl the little tail around. The little tail to curl around and do something like that. So let's stick our flare button on. And then I think we might put our little pennanty things on with foam. So let's bring them back over here. More surgery. Sounds like a great idea. I have my craft room pulled apart and rearranging so I know where everything is. Oh, Cheryl, mine ends up such a dumping ground because we've got paintings and extra cube units in here right now, and yeah, everyone's got a desk and it's just quite chaotic. I just really truly need to get in and kick a few people out, I think. But no, I can't do that. Everyone needs their creative space. So let's just, I'm just going to cut these into triangles, a couple of these little things. It is a nice idea to make sure that you put, have a little bit of the foam going over the stringy stuff just as an extra insurance policy. Yeah, I like to have things within easy reach because out of sight, out of mind with me sometimes. I hate rummaging, but I end up having to sometimes. The kids like to have a good rummage. There was some card making going on the weekend, and there was some serious rummaging going on. Everything and use 12 by 12 plastic. Yeah. Good idea to purge as you go. I'm going to do that. I'm doing a heap of collage in Amelia's class later this term, which means that I'm going to get my stuff back, but hopefully I won't get it all back. But sending a heap of stuff in. Oh yeah. So I've taken the foam off. Here we go. I want them to sort of look like they're sort of flapping in the breeze. So they don't need to be sort of perfect. want to... I don't have a sniffle. I just feel I'm tired. I know I'm tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dot of glue under here for that to sit in. And then this one here, how are we going to make this one go? Let's make him sit there. I'm just going to put a dot of glue to make him just sit there and let him dry. Or her dry. Let's just stick the scissors on that. I smushed the glue. Rightio. I've got glue everywhere now. So let's cut this out. Maybe not. I'm not using my fussy cutting scissors on them, but I am using goodish scissors. Just with a little tiny, like 1mm border. I find that I'll start with a border of a certain width and then it'll get smaller and smaller. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit wide, that one. Oh, that's a bit narrow now. Welcome to all the new people in the group. We have got a lot of new people in our group. If you do find, I'm not saying the new people are going to be scammers, but if you do find that someone has tricked their way in and is putting up scammy posts, or if anyone gets contacted by someone in this group on Messenger with anything that is untoward, scammy, or not to your liking, please contact us. Please, please, please contact us. Because as we get bigger, we do run the risk. So I put foam behind this. We do actually run the risk of ending up with scammy tricksters in the group. I'm not saying we have got them, but the potential is there. Just holding that in place. It's covering the bottom of my fence, but that's okay. So then this bit here, we've got it to stay there. So then let's curl it down around here now. Let's put a tiny touch of glue just there. Really? So I've just put a tiny touch just there, just to hold the little bit of string in place. And I don't know if you can see that, but see how this is extended off? I probably need to tuck a tiny bit of foam in behind here so this bit doesn't sag down. So let's just get this little bit here, take the back off it. Okay, so you can see that it's holding in place now. And see the little bit of glue here holds that bit that curls around, and then I've stuck that bit there and then got it curled around there, and it's just stuck just here. So now, so putting the tape on the back earlier means I don't have to place this face down while it's still drying to apply tape to the back. So my card. And I'm putting my fingers on the back and they sort of hold it up enough. So I'm just sort of holding it up a bit so that when I stick it down, and then we've got this big loopy bit here. So let's put a little tiny bit of glue here. And then just get this stringy bit. Just sit it just there. So it looks like it's just bent in that direction. But it's not a big loop that's going to get caught going into the envelope. And let's put another dot there and just stick it to the gauze just there. Just don't want it getting caught up. But you want it to look casual and flowy. Does that make sense? Bunnings have shelving on special for $49. Holds 110 kilos. I'm going to get 2 as I can fit heaps on them. Oh, is that the metal shelving? Are they the metal shelving ones? Because I've got those over that way. And they fit heaps and heaps on them. I just find with wooden shelves and then metal workshopy type stuff, I can just fit lots of tubs on those. They're really awesome. I should no. So the room is immaculate. Yeah, I know what you mean, Heather. Mine's quite chaotic at the moment. I like it to be organised and everything labelled, but yeah, the drawers are all labelled. I've got lots of craft drawers, but they're all the same size. I like things all the same size containers. So there you go. Yeah, I like those heavy duty ones. They fit a lot on them. So we are. I hope that's focusing. It seems to be focusing on Facebook, but not on YouTube. The pennant's sort of floating in the sky. It's a bit floaty. Maybe I should have anchored it to something, but it's nice. It's anchored here and it's floating off into the way beyond over there. The way beyond. So I don't think our stock's going to arrive today. I don't know. Got lots of things floating around the countryside. Way too much for my liking to be floating around, but it is what it is. I don't think Quentin's going to do unboxings on his own on Thursday and Friday. I just think he's just going to be a little bit too stressed, so we'll do all of them when we come back on Monday. Or Tuesday when we're back on board. But yeah, so 7 o'clock tonight, Naomi John is doing mixed media, and I'm going to try and chuff her to another spot because her art desk is just there. She's got a steel and glass tiltable art desk. It's a really big one. It's a special one we bought her when she started uni. And it's just over there, and I'm going to turn it and put the rig on. She's got her own video rig that Quentin made her. So and put her there. And then, because my screen can actually turn so she can watch the big screen as well at the same time. So I'm hoping to get that done before tonight. So she's on at 7 o'clock tonight, and then 7 o'clock tomorrow night. I am scrapbooking with our leftovers. We've got a lot left over. I don't have an idea. That's bad, isn't it? But I've got lots of things I could use. I can't say that we won't cut things out because we might. Yeah, I don't know. We might, and then again, we might not cut anything out. Like if anything, we'll probably cut some frames, some of these little squares, these little rectangles. Might cut a balloon, but I don't know. Probably not. We've got a balloon already. I've got another one on the fussy cut sheet I haven't done. So yes, I cut around my ropes. So I'm silly. I don't really have an idea. But yeah, I like the card. But yeah, so thank you, Lorraine, and let's better go back. Thank you, Lorraine and Cheryl, Beryl, Heather, and Tash. So thank you all for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the class. It seems like you did. You're all very quiet today. If you're watching this later on, thank you for watching. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow night. I have no idea what Naomi John's doing tonight. Oh, thank you, Janice. Thank you, Debbie. But yeah, if you came along and I missed your comments or missed you saying hello, hello. If you're watching it later, hello. If you left a lovely comment, thank you very much. Truly appreciated. If you have any questions, you can always message us at the shop or message me. If I don't answer a message, it means we probably aren't linked up on Messenger. So please don't be offended. Yeah. Sometimes I do go in occasionally and look at the message requests in Messenger. I've got a couple of scammy ones there right now. I've got a lady from the United Kingdom that's badgering me about my business. Yeah, trying to tell me how to run my business. And I'm trying to ignore her because it's just scammy stuff. You know what it's like. And yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, if I don't answer your messenger message, please don't be offended. It just means I haven't got it. And just if your message is shop or Quentin. So yes, I don't think he's got his security set as tight as mine. Thank you, Heather. So thank you, everyone. Thank you all for coming along and joining in. And yes, I am the person that can't hang up the phone in the conversation. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you all at 7 o'clock tonight. Awesome. See you then. Bye.